Hi friends, I am your host Mr. Sunshine and once again I welcome back to you all on my English learning platform English Shrine, a place where my dear ones get higher and reach better in the part of study. So as every Sunday again I welcome back to you all on my English spoken classes where you learn how to improve your English speaking skills. There is a lots of criteria, there is a lots of things, but how you follow those things, let's start it. So today's topic is what? How to overcome those things when people laugh when you speak English. The very natural thing is what? You cannot make people do something they don't want to do. I don't know why have people made English their top priority when it's not even our mother tongue. It's shameful that they find English attractive, but their own mother tongue as a disgrace. Countries like Middle East, China, Germany even don't consider English as a language for say. It is a good to know an additional language or being it's blessing your mother tongue. As English is a widely spoken language, so it is good to know that what? Good to know it because you can easily understand the other and explain yourself. Doesn't matter if it's broken as long as you can make a point here. People always laugh because कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना. You cannot and you should not care about this hypocritics. But since you ask, the simple reply to your question would be stop asking in English and start using your mother tongue. And after seeing all these things, the question always arises in the mind that why people laugh at us. It is just an introduction part. So again we come to the topic that why people laugh to us. Then its research says that most people who laugh at you are not trying to mean a hurtful or instead a language learner pronunciation or a way of putting words together may sound unusual to some native speaker. Can take them by surprise. For what? They are not thinking about how it might take the other individual feel who is learning the language. It's a natural instinct when you hear something that sounds a little bit different than what you expect to hear or how you would expect to hear it. And this is actually phenomena that when you speak some of the things or some of the language term and the words pronunciation it's actually different than you expected, then people might get surprised and during all these things what they actually do, they started to laugh because they think that the people have to improve their vocabularies, their pronunciation, their terms, their fluency, and this all those notes, all those things. There is some various points I again share with you all that how to overcome with these problems. So when you overcome with these problems, you have to experiences those things and note it down, whatever the way you have either in copy or either in your mind. So the first is what? Relax, be patient with yourself. It's what you have to be patient that whatever you are learning, it is the part of your experience, it is part of your journey. So you have to be very calm down. The first suggestion is to relax and be patient with yourself. Piece of advice. It is a very simple piece of advice because when a best thing you want to come out from yourself, you want that yes, best thing have to come from my side, then it is only because just smile and just breathe and relax and try not to let the fear of laughter stop you from learning the language or immersing yourself in the language. Means what? Many of the time when people laugh at your English, then what do? You just stop yourself to learning any of the things. So no, It's actually wrong thing. People laugh at your skills, at your learning process. It's not mean that you are wrong. If you are doing mistakes, then mean that yes, you are doing something good. And other people says that, or other people noted that people who make jokes or laugh may not have studied a second language. This is yet another reason not to judge yourself by reaction of others. Okay. And one more important quotation, that you look like a fool trying to speak our language. Ideas like these can hurt your progress and barriers to your fluency. So never judge yourself by someone else. You have to do your work, you have to be concentrate your fluency, and then everything will be normal. The second point is that practice your speaking skill. How to practice your speaking skill? That if you are new in any of the situation, like you are going to market or you are talking to the bus driver and the English is very new for you, then what do you have to do? If you are new in this situation, a situation you might not feel comfortable in, what the phrases you need? What are the words? Is there someone you can practice with? But definitely just going through those places will help you overcome with your means. What if you are just talking with someone bus driver that yes, give me the bus ticket. Okay, when he or she will give you the bus ticket, then ask the price, and there is a little bit conversation, and you have to choose those words which will make you something good, something very progressive, something very comfortable, something very you can say at the last something very confident. And once you start to feel a confidence, everything will be normal. Okay, so in this scenario you have to find yourself that where you are. The third is, don't afraid to ask question. Yes, don't afraid to ask question. The mean is that if you are worried about what to do in the moment when someone make a joke, the situation can be simple. Kindly ask the person the reason for the laughter, like this: is there any different way that I could have said it? Whatever the words or whatever the sentence you have said, you have to ask with them that it is any different way that I could have said, or how would you usually say it? Instead, why you are again and again laughing my skills? Okay. So in a very simple way, when you speak these words, and once you know the issue, you can bring the information to a trusted one, such a friend or practice partner, and ask them to help you correct it. And the last is what? Keep sense of humor. Keep sense of humor means what? Keeping a sense of humor can make a long progress of learning a language more fun. You might even laugh with person who is laughing or making joke. This may feel strange at first, but gets easier with time. Okay, why? Over the time, when you start to learn these things, you will understand that being laughed when people is speaking a foreign language is not a bad thing. He has learned not to take it personally, and these days when people started to laugh at yourself, the mean is that you were doing something progress which will make you, which will actually make you to stand somewhere. Because when you when you are speaking something, any of the conversation, then people might usually take you very granted, because of what they don't know who are you and from where you belong. They first of all judge by your English speaking skills and other all. So don't be think about what other people think about you. You have to do your self work, and then everything will be fine at the last of the moment. So friend, this is all for the today. I will provide you all the English classes, spoken English spoken classes earlier. I will give you all the series of English spoken that had earlier in the below description box. But further, if you are new on my channel, please subscribe and then you will get all the updates about English NCRT and English spoken on here my YouTube channel English Shine. Till keep yourself safe and bye everyone. Jai Hind.